All right, so we are back for part 2 of our science lesson using the KWL chart. You have filled in the no column and the wonder column, and then we were reading a book called What is the World Made Of? All about solids, liquids, and gases. And we had just reviewed about solids, that they are sometimes hard, sometimes soft, but all solids hold their shape unless you do something to change them. And we had read about liquids, that liquids have no shape, that when you pour milk in a glass for your sister, it takes on the shape of the glass. If you knock it over, the milk spreads out on the tabletop and water falls down. And then we read about gases and how gases have no shape either. They will fill up the container they are in. So no matter how big it is. So they gave the example of the perfume and how if you took the lid off of a perfume and you let the smell come out, the fragrance come out of the bottle, that fragrance would travel to the far edges of the room so the person standing in the far corner could eventually smell it. All right, so now we're at some special properties of water. I'll put it in the freezer. So here they are pouring some water in. What is this? Yeah, an ice cube tray. Water is a special type of matter that can change easily from a liquid to a gas. It can also change easily from a liquid to a solid and back again. When matter changes form, we say it is changing its state. A change in temperature is one of the reasons why matter changes its state. So here is a solid state when it's frozen. This is a liquid state when it's coming out of the faucet. Whenever you make ice cubes, you are changing water from a liquid to a solid state. To make ice cubes, all you have to do is pour water into an ice cube tray and put the tray in the freezer. Then wait. The cold air in the freezer cools the water. In a few hours, the liquid water gets so cold that it freezes. It is solid. Pop an ice cube out of the tray. How does it feel? Push it and pull it. Squeeze it. It is as solid as one of your wooden blocks. If you hold it in your hand for a while, though, you will feel the ice turning into water again. Is the ice as hard as a block? Yes. Hey, mine is melting. The warmth from your hand makes the ice melt. Liquid water begins to drip between your fingers and run up your sleeve. Be careful. The pot is very hot. I see bubbles. With a grown-up's help, you can watch water turning from a liquid to a gas state. Maybe you have done this before. Fill a small saucepan about halfway with water. Put the saucepan on the stove and let the grown-up turn on the burner. After a while, heat from the burner will make the water hot. Look carefully, and you will see small bubbles forming in the bottom of the pan. As it is heated, some of the water turns into bubbles of gas. The gas is called water vapor or steam. See, there's a gas. Well, what do you think that gas is going to do? Do you think it's going to fill up the whole room? Soon the bubbles begin to rise and pop. The water is boiling. The bubbles pop. The water vapor moves up into the room. You might see wisps of whitish steam rising above the water. The steam is concentrated water vapor. Do not try to touch the steam. It is very hot and could burn your skin. Like all gases, the water vapor gradually spreads throughout the room you're in. The door is open. It will keep on spreading out the door. You cannot see it, but the water vapor is there, all around you. Oh, the water vapor is in that room too. It is? If you want to see it again, you have to change it back into water. Fill a drinking glass with water and ice cubes. This works better if you break the cubes into small pieces. Make sure the outside of the glass is dry. Before long, you will see droplets of water forming on the outside of the glass. You've probably seen this before, like maybe in summer on a hot day, and you have a glass full of ice and something nice to drink. And soon, you will find that the outside of the glass is all wet. Those are the droplets forming on the outside. That's water vapor or gas becoming liquid again. The ice makes the glass cold. The cold glass cools the water vapor that is the air next to it. As the water vapor cools, it turns back into liquid water again. It gathers in drops on the outside of the glass. I see it! These are some fun experiments to try. All matter, everything on Earth, is either solid, liquid, or gas. Water changes its state easily as it gets warmer or colder, but most things stay in one state or another. Solids stay solids, liquids stay liquid, gases stay gaseous. Our snowman sure is solid. So am I. Can we come in? And it's a good thing they do. Can you imagine a world where your toys melt when it gets too hot? That's what this is. Where the walls of your house turn into hazy gas and animals just walk in and out as they please. A place where on cold days you have to swim through the air and where everything you like to drink is hard as a block. What a crazy world it would be. Ouch! And here, if you want to pause it, you can always look at these facts here, find out more about matter. And these are some other little cool experiments that you can do. All right, now what you're going to do. Oh, let me just hold that for a minute. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're going to complete the last column on your KWL chart. So you're going to write what you learned. 3 things that you learned that you thought were interesting. After completing the book, write what you learned. So you can always back this video up and watch some parts of the book and write down those facts right here. I can't wait to see what you thought was interesting about this book and about solids, liquids, and gases. And I'll see you soon.